the podcast, Healthy and Healed with Sonia. In today's episode, along with the theme of most episodes, which is all about how do we live a healthy, vibrant, energized life? How do we feel our best? How do you get yourself thriving and not merely surviving, but also what can you do to ensure that your immune system is as robust as it can be, no matter your age or stage of life? Today's episode, I'm going to talk about the master antioxidant glutathione. Now, the reason I'm going to talk about this is because in my earlier episodes on oxidative stress and the Life Vantage products, I talked about the NRF2 pathway and how getting oxidative stress down in your body is one of the most important things that you can do for your health and well-being. If you have not yet listened to those two episodes, I invite you to go back, find them and listen to them, because these are the two episodes that I really dig into the impact of oxidative stress and what you can do, and some certain supplements you can take, NRF2 and NRF1 protandem, to support yourself to reduce all of that inflammation in the body that is driving a lot of the physical conditions that you experience. In this episode, I want to go more specific with you and provide you with some descriptions and explanations of glutathione, what its purpose is, how it supports you, and also what the NRF2 pathway does to allow that to happen. I will be reading from some notes because it's quite a scientific description, and I've tried to simplify it as best as possible, because when you put a lot of this stuff into you put your own notes into ChatGPT and ask them to extend on it, it can come back with a whole lot of jargon that just makes absolutely no sense. And so we will keep this as layperson's terms as possible. Now, you've already heard me mention that glutathione is your body's master antioxidant. And no one needs to know what an antioxidant is. I think most of you now recognize that antioxidants are what help you to live a better life with better immunity. And free radicals are the things that attack the body, that cause the body to go into a state of illness and disease. Now, glutathione works like your body's internal bodyguard. What it does is it protects every cell from damage. So you can imagine that if your glutathione is low, then your cells aren't receiving the protection that they need in order to be the most robust that they can be. I would like you to think of glutathione as your shield against the oxidative stress that I've talked about before. It's the oxidative stress is the cellular wear and tear, and if you look at an apple and leave it out in the oxygen for a while, you'll notice that it goes brown, and that's what oxidative stress is. It's causing harm to your cells. And as you age, your cells encounter more pollution, more environmental toxins, emotional stress. All of these things affect your cellular health. And what glutathione does is it neutralizes the harmful compounds before they actually damage your cells. Now, if you're experiencing glutathione reduction, which is not even an if, it's an is, because if you're experiencing any form of chronic disease, inflammation, or dysfunction in the body, then that is a sign that your immune system is compromised, which means your glutathione is not optimal. And so we want to, if you've already got glutathione depletion, help rebuild it, and that's what NRF2 products do, and the NRF2 activation pathway. And then what we also want to do is then rebuild it and renew it and allow it to stay strong and maintained. So when you have good, strong levels, high levels of glutathione, it's going to help you stay healthier and more energetic. And when your glutathione levels are optimal, your cells will just function better, and they're actually going to age more gracefully. The second purpose of glutathione is it is a natural detox support system. It is actually helping your body to detoxify from the free radicals that may exist in your body. Your body is always dealing with toxins, and the food that you eat, what you drink, the things you put on your skin, your beauty products, also your work environment, and also the emotional stress. So you have air, water, and food pollution, and even your medications. A lot of the medications that we take are causing free radical damage to your liver and kidneys. And so we want to be able to support your immune system alongside any medicine use. Glutathione is essential for your liver's detoxification process. And LifeVantage's NRF2 Protandem is the product that helps support your liver. So what it does is it helps to grab the harmful substances from your body, pass them in through the liver, and allow you to flush them out and detoxify them safely. So instead of these toxins circulating through your system and accumulating in your liver, what you're going to do is see that glutathione helps them to get out of your body. It helps them exit through your detoxification organs. And this natural detoxification process happens 24/7. So you can imagine if glutathione is compromised, your body's not doing the things, the bare minimum to allow you to detoxify naturally. So when you have enough glutathione in the body, it means your body can handle the toxins that you are being exposed to daily and with much more efficiency. So it's really like, glutathione is the boss of the antioxidant world. And it's the one guiding your body and your system to maximize its detoxification pathways. Now, the thing that's really interesting about glutathione, I know most of you may know and may not know that when COVID hit, I decided to do my own research into how I could support my immune system. And I discovered that glutathione production was the most important thing that I could do in order to support myself during COVID. Now, because of this, I decided not to get the COVID-19 vaccine because I did a lot of my own research into the studies around the vaccine, but also what I could do to support my immune system naturally. Now, during this time, I took LifeVantage NRF2 Protandem 1 and NRF1 Protandem as well. And what these allowed me to do was to support my glutathione production and also support my mitochondrial health of my cells. So that means that glutathione is actually so crucial for a strong immune system. It helps your immune cells work at their peak efficiency, and it improves your cell's ability to identify and fight off threats to your immune system. So when you're running low on glutathione, your immune cells simply don't function as well. I truly believe, and I know that the reason I've only had COVID once and I bounced back within 4 to 5 days, I mean, I was hit hard. I was in bed for 3 days. I sweated. To me, it was a detox and a purge. It reset my body's immune system. It didn't confuse my immune system by adding in spike proteins from the vaccine. It allowed my immune system to recognize and fight the COVID virus. And then with the support of strong mitochondrial health, it allowed my body to fight it off. And I haven't had it since. To be fair, I haven't tested since and I haven't been sick since. And that was in 2021, April 2021 is when I got COVID. And since then I haven't had it again. And I pretty much have only ever had one, actually only one since then. And that was in the same year, that was in 2021. I went off the NRF2 and NRF1 at the start of 2021. Didn't go on it for 2 years and then went back on it in 2023 at the end of the year. And I've been on it now for 18 months. And I can honestly say my health has been the best it's ever been in this last, 4 to 5 years. It is really, really about amazing energy, amazing rest and sleep, and the immune system is firing and wiring. And so when your immune cells are dysfunctioning because you don't have enough glutathione, that's when you see chronic health conditions. And there is a direct link between your levels of glutathione and your immune system function. So when you have a good level of glutathione, you're going to boost your levels and it's going to help your body respond better to everything from seasonal bugs to more serious challenges, because it's like the Trojan horse. I want to call it the Trojan horse. I'd say oxidative stress is the Trojan horse. And what glutathione is the strong army that keeps its gates closed and doesn't even allow that Trojan horse into your body or if it is in the body, it wins the battle and it gets rid of it. That's what glutathione does. Now, the next thing that glutathione does, which is really amazing, and this is something I've definitely noticed since I've boosted my own glutathione levels, and I've got about 20 friends now who are taking NRF2, and they all say the same one thing about glutathione that they've noticed since they've been on NRF2, and it's this: your energy and performance get boosted. So if you are a tired perimenopausal woman, which I was a couple of years ago before I started taking these products, what I have now found is my energy levels are sustained. I don't have slumps in the afternoon. Granted, I also live a very probably 80 to 90% healthy lifestyle. I don't drink as much as I used to. I'm really into a kind of strong paleo slash, carnivore meat diet. And what I found is that there's just no slumps. There's no drops in energy. If I'm tired, it's because I've pushed the boat out. Really, it's not because I am exhausted. Because the other thing you've got to remember, when your immune system is fighting itself because it's lacking glutathione and it's constantly on the charge, you're not going to have the energy and the capacity just to get through your day with sustained energy. And glutathione directly supports your cells' energy factories, the mitochondria. It helps your mitochondria to function optimally. If you add an NRF2 and then the NRF1 protandem, then you're actually also repairing your cells, so that when you understand that your glutathione levels, when they drop, these, as I've already mentioned, these power plants don't work as efficiently, and this is what leads to the brain fog and the fatigue. Get your glutathione up, relieve your brain fog, because healthy glutathione levels help reduce muscle fatigue. They speed up your recovery after intense activity, and they maintain your overall stamina. Now, I think that's pretty amazing to consider that. And many people feel noticeably more energetic when they support their glutathione levels, and that's what I am seeing day in and day out for people that take NRF2. If you want to know about that, then you'll see a link to my website in the show notes. Go away and have a listen to that. The fifth thing that glutathione does and this is for all you anti-aging, pro-aging youthfully advocates out there, it supports beauty and aging. Glutathione has earned the nickname the beauty molecule because it supports healthy, radiant skin from the inside out. It protects your skin cells from UV damage. Now, this is what's amazing about it. Glutathione is doing things internally that are having an external effect that you can't even see, but it supports your cells from UV damage and environmental stressors while supporting the body's natural repair processes. It also helps maintain healthy skin elasticity and can even promote more even skin tone. People on NRF2 protandem report their pigmentation decreasing, their skin being more elastic. And the thing that I've noticed with the healthy bundle stack that I take with NRF2 and the activated collagen by Life Vantage is that my skin is way more moisturized. It doesn't get as dry. And there's definitely been a decrease in the wrinkles on my skin. Now, beyond the skin aspect too, your glutathione helps protect your brain cells. And so because of that, it's actually supporting you to have clear thinking and support your memory as you age. Because it all ties back into that oxidative stress. When you are oxidatively stressed, often because you've got a poor diet, you're suffering from metabolic syndrome because you don't even realize because you have too much insulin in the diet, you're too many high carbs, too much sugars, and your body is, literally fighting itself because it's so in a state of inflammation. When you introduce the glutathione, it's going to now increase your body's capacity for repair and renewal, which reduces your body's wear and tear aspects. And that's just going to benefit you all over. Now, each of these benefits connects to the others. So when your cells are protected, your system and detoxifies and works better, your immune system stays strong, your energy improves, and you look and feel healthier overall. And this is why glutathione is truly the master antioxidant and why it needs to receive more attention in your health regime and in your health agenda. Now, what I'm going to talk about is how NRF2 pathway, which has something like over 5,000 studies on PubMed. Go to PubMed and type in NRF2 pathway activation. NRF2, or NRF2 as we call it, pathway activation. You will go and see that there are so many studies confirming this. If you can activate your NRF2 pathway, you're going to switch on your body's healing capacity. Now, the NRF2 pathway is your body's protection switch. Think of it as your body's master on switch for making protective substances. So when you flip the switch on this by taking NRF2 Life Vantage Protandim, you are going to start making more glutathione. And this is your most internal protector. When you activate your NRF2 pathway, you are making the building blocks for good health. The NRF2 pathway tells your cells to create more of the tools and ingredients needed to build glutathione. It's like having more workers and suppliers at a construction site. The more glutathione you make, the better you're going to feel. And the faster you make it, the quicker you repair. Glutathione is also, or the NRF2 pathway, is your recycling station. So what NRF2 does is it helps your body reuse the spent glutathione. So it's recycling and renewing what glutathione you have. Instead of just throwing it away out to the trash, like the leftovers, it allows you to recycle through the system your glutathione stores. And when the NRF2 is activated, your body's recycling system is able to refresh the new glutathione and put it back to work. Now, isn't that quite amazing? So it's effectively making your body really efficient at repairing and renewing itself. I've already mentioned this quite a few times, but when you are chronically stressed and in overdrive and you're struggling to to repair and renew tissues, your body is not in growth, it is in protection. And when it's in protection, it is not doing what it needs to do to maintain baseline health outcomes, and that is repair tissues and renew cells. So glutathione is wonderful if you've got a very busy lifestyle and you need that extra support to allow you to thrive and function optimally. Now, this is a really cool point here. Your glutathione is like your NRF2 pathway is like a team protection approach, because when the NRF2 pathway is activated, it doesn't just boost glutathione, it calls in the whole protection team. This teamwork approach means glutathione doesn't get depleted as quickly because it has help. And the reason it has help is because, as I've already mentioned, glutathione is supporting your liver. And when your liver is functioning optimally, it's not dealing with the stress of removing these excess toxins from the body. And so, of course, it's now able to do its optimal functional job, which is support your body's detoxification. Now, the last thing that the NRF2 pathway does is it creates strength through challenge. Interestingly, gentle challenges like the food you eat, certain levels of exercise, or brief fasting can activate NRF2. So there are food groups such as blueberries, eaten in huge doses, which activate your NRF2. And yet, if you are doing other gentle forms of exercise like weight training and walking and intermittent fasting, when done right for women, especially for women, It's how your muscles will grow stronger after exercise. So it activates a little bit of the right kind of stress, which tells your body to power up its protection system. And that teaches your body to make glutathione, which ties into the reason why strength training, especially for women as we age, and men, of course, is so incredibly vital. But it also has the function of increasing your glutathione stores. Now, what I would like to mention here is this NRF2 pathway is so incredibly vital and important for women who are entering or pre and during the perimenopause journey. The reason it is because of these few reasons. These are three main reasons why, as a woman, you want to be activating your NRF2 pathway by taking LifeVantage NRF2. Firstly, it helps with daily energy management, gets rid of the afternoon slump, supports sustained energy throughout the busy days, helps with mental clarity while multitasking. One of the big things we hear women say is, I've got so much brain fog. When you are glutathione activated, NRF2 pathway functioning, you're going to get rid of all that brain fog and that overwhelm that you feel when you're trying to multitask and do all those things. The next thing that it's going to do is it actually balances your hormones and provides you with energy. So it supports you during your monthly cycles. Now, I can say since I've been activated, which has been for at least over a year now, I've gone back to no perimenopausal symptoms, sleeping really well, as I've already mentioned, no more hot flushes, increased energy. But amazingly, my cycle has gone back to a 28-day consistent cycle. I have had a short cycle every, say, 3 to 4 months, but nothing like it was. It was all over the shop before I became activated through the NRF2 pathway. What it does too is it helps with energy fluctuation. So your PMS is going to level out. You're going to find that there's much more stability in your moods throughout the entire month. And it's also going to help you become more resilient to stress because it assists with stress management. And what a lot of women are finding is just this incredible boost in their energy, even after just a couple of weeks. Now, the NRF2 pathway activation through these products within 1 month will reduce, has been scientifically proven to reduce your oxidative stress levels between 30 to 40% in the space of 30 days. Now, that is phenomenal. That is a mind-blowing statistic. And so we need to be paying attention to all of this because it really is powerful for helping your immune system. The third thing, that as a woman in perimenopause, you would benefit from NRF2 activation, is your recovery and resilience. It supports your energy levels while you're balancing work, life, and self-care. And it helps you recover from physical pressures and stresses a lot more easily. So if you love your exercise and you don't want to give it up, but you're finding your energy levels are low, this will allow you to recover a lot more optimally. I teach twice a week 2 very high intensity 30-minute RPM classes, or it's not RPM, ride classes. And these ride classes spike my heart rate to above 90%. I used to have an afternoon crash in the afternoons after teaching an early morning class, and I'd always need a nap. I don't get that slump anymore. I'm able to teach that class, go off, get on with my day. I get to the afternoon, I'm waiting for this crash, and I've realized, and I put 2 and 2 together recently, that ever since I became activated, I no longer get the crash. So this is why I'm so passionate about sharing this information with so many of you, because I know so many of you will benefit from these products. And as I mentioned, the website is in the show notes. One other thing is that your sleep will improve with activation of the NRF2 pathway, because your body is no longer fighting itself. When you go into rest and digest at the end of the day, your body goes into repair and renewal, and all of this is going to help you feel better. I would also like to highlight how modern lifestyle factors particularly affect women because of the use of chronic stress, limited sleep, environmental toxins in our beauty products. These are all depleting your glutathione levels. This is why you've got to look at a no-tox life as best as you can. Beauty products, cleaning products, food that you eat. get rid of the toxins as best you can, and then chuck in NRF2 Protandim and NRF1 and watch how you start to feel after 2 to 3 months of this activation process. So if you want to know more about this, reach out to me, comment in the show comments, find me on Instagram under my name, Sonia Cortis. Follow me there. Otherwise, I'm looking forward to sharing with you more of this type of information as we move on so that you can live a healthy, vibrant life and you thrive instead of merely survive. Thank you for listening.